Pokemon Imperialism, Kalos Edition. 15 Pokemon battle over the Kalos region to see who can conquer it all. How it works. Here's a map of Kalos. We're going to take 15 Pokemon and place them on the map. Each turn, we're going to spin a wheel to determine who's going to be the challenger, and an arrow deciding what direction they're going to fight. The winner of this battle will claim both territories and a random reward. We will continue to do this until there is one Pokemon remaining, claiming victory. Pokemon Imperialism, it's about time to get it going again. We have another powerful map right here. But this time, we're in the Kalos region. As you can tell, that's the Kalos map. Those are Kalos Pokemon. And I'm ready to get into it. 15 Pokemon here. Let's spin the wheel to see who will be the first one to get into a fight. Spinning the wheel, and our first challenger of today is going to be... That was close. That was real close. It's gonna be Noibat. Okay, Noibat, what can you do? Who are you about to fight? You can only go in the left direction, so anything too far right is going to be a respin, just like that. You're on the edge of the map. Respin that arrow, and it is going a little south. That might actually be something. Let's open the map. I'm gonna count that, and I'm gonna say that that is Fletchling. We're about to have a bird/bat-off. Which winged beast is going to win this fight? Let's get into the battle. Here we go. The first fight has begun. Fletchling versus Noibat. Yes, it's shiny. I happened to hatch a shiny while I was getting these Pokemon ready. But I would like to say, before we get into this fight, a lot of people were like, hey, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. But it wasn't. I used a random number generator to select the moves. And looking back at it, I could see how people were like, why do you keep selecting these not very effective moves? So I'm doing something a little bit different. I'd like to keep the randomization here, but I'm making it a spinner. No effect moves have one chance. Fletchling, quick attack, solid damage. Noibat, tackle, a little bit of damage. Not very effective moves will have 2 rolls on the wheel. Neutral moves will have 3 rolls. And then super effective moves will have 4 rolls, just to give it a higher chance to happen. That way, hey, it could be used, but at the same time, like, I'd like some randomization. I would like for there to be still the chance of an upset. Noibat used Absorb. There's one of the not very effective moves happening, but it does get slight little bit of health back. Fletchling responds with a big and powerful peck. Big damage. That is big damage. The only thing about the wheel is it is a little bit slower, but that's all going to get edited out. You won't have to worry too much about that. Here we go. Fletchling responds with a peck. Noibat barely lives and responds with a gust. And Fletchling is at half health. There really isn't much more that Noibat can do. Like, it's practically over. Fletchling responds. Quick attack. Noibat, you did good. Not really. Noibat could have been powerful, but it is what it is. We do have a rewards wheel again, so let's open up the wheel to see what Fletchling is going to get. Spinning the wheel, I did like the random rewards of the metronome battle, so we're going to keep this up. I don't know if there is much more we can add to it, but just have a few options. And Fletchling is going to get an HP increase. Okay, not bad. Maybe you're going to survive late rounds because of that. Let's take a look to see just what has happened already. Just like that, Noibat is already gone. Fletchling already has 2 lands of fame. Nice and good, nice and good. But who will be battle number 2? One less Pokemon on this wheel. Spinning this wheel, and our Pokemon is going to be Flabebe. Okay, Flabebe, who are you fighting? Arrow spin, Flabebe, you're in the middle of the map. You can go anywhere, and you chose to go west, but a little bit north. Let's see. How does that look on the map? That, I would say, more lines up with Skidoo. Okay, Flabebe, Skidoo, 2 kind of planty stuff. We're having a theme here. Close, but not quite. Let's get into the battle. Here we go, Skidoo versus Flabebe. Now that we've fully gone on about the rules, we can just get into the battle right here. Now, In my honest opinion, I think this is technically Skidoo's fight to lose. Flabebe still has some moves that aren't quite as good, but you never know. Skidoo tackle, like, look at the big damage it is putting off. I mean, that's decent damage. Not bad, Flabebe, but you're going to have to do a bit more to win this fight. Okay, here we go. Skidoo, Vine Whip, and that is it. That is over. Flabebe has lost the fight. Florges would have been huge late game, just like Noibat. You just aren't quite there early on. And Skidoo just had the edge, and that's how it ended. That's it. That's it. What reward are you getting, Skidoo, though? Spinning the reward wheel, and Skidoo is about to pick up something huge, something big. Are we going to... No, we're not going to get another HP increase. We're going to get a normal defense increase. Like I said, these defense, HP, special defense ones, late game, they could matter. You live on 1 HP, and you think to yourself, I got it then. Let's add the reward, and then let's go take a look at this map. Okay, hey, we see this map. It's changed. We also got another evolution in between rounds. Our Scatterbug evolved into Spupa, and in the next round, it's about to evolve into a Vivian anyways, which might actually be pretty threatening to these weaker Pokemon, but let's see. Maybe Spupa might just fight this round. Let's get to the wheel. Spinning the wheel. Round number 3 challenger is going to be Klefki. Hey, that kind of rhymed. Oh boy. Klefki for me is a little iffy. It's a big supportive Pokemon. How much damage can it truly do? But the early rounds is where it's going to strive best. So let's see, who is Klefki about to fight? Arrows spinning, arrows pointing. Klefki is going to the northeast. Is that possible? I would say, with my eye, that Klefki is going to fight Bergmite. It looks close enough in my opinion. The keys versus the ice cube. We've lost our theme. Let's get into the battle though. Who is going to win? Here we go. Round number 3. Bergmite versus Klefki. And this fight actually might be better for Klefki. In my honest opinion, Bergmite is going to struggle because it has not very effective moves against the Klefki. That being said, Bergmite was one of my picks to make it really far, and the freeze is huge. The freeze might be huge. What the actual? Klefki immediately thaws out. It does not matter. I was going to say, Bergmite, in my opinion, had a decent chance because of how bulky it was. I was going to compare it to Garganacl, but I guess that's just not the case. Bergmite does not have the special defense needed. Maybe on the physical side, yes. But on the special side, it's not there. That does very minimal damage. But Bergmite flinches? What is happening right now? The freeze, the flinch, everything is coming together. Like I said, I think Klefki has this fight solely due to the fact that Bergmite just has nothing that's really that great. But who knows? Astonish, almost quite. But another flinch. What is happening? Oh my. This move might do it. Klefki finishes Bergmite off with just a tackle. And dang. The keys that I thought really didn't have a chance, had a chance and won. The Ice Rock that I thought was going to go all the way, struggled. Let's spin this reward wheel to see just what Klefki is gonna get. Spinning the wheel. A big one on this thing, in my opinion, is the TMs. Which, are we about to get it? We're about to get it. I don't know how I'm going to pick the TM, but I might just randomly pick the TM, or I might just pick what I feel is the best TM on the board for Klefki to get. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look and be like, yo, Klefki could use this TM, and we're going to teach it that. So I was in between 2 TMs, Dazzling Gleam and Flash Cannon, and I think Dazzling Gleam is the better TM. Flash Cannon, Klefki will eventually learn via level up. Does not learn Dazzling Gleam, so let's give the keys this awesome move, and let's get to the map. So I was actually around behind with Vivian, or Spupa, whatever you want to call it. We have plenty of evolutions on the board. We have 3 Pokemon taking up 3 or 2 regions of their own. Our little fletchling evolved into Fletchinder. Our Froakie evolved into Frogadier. And I added Vivian to the board, even though it should have already been evolved. All 3 of these Pokemon are going to be tough. Really tough, especially to do the things that evolve really, really late, like Litleo, Skidoo, Skrelv, Clawitzer. Sylveon I put at level 30 because I felt like that was the fairest for everything. But let's see. Even Goomy. Goomy, you're going to be chilling there for so long. Let's spin the wheel to see who will be fighting. Spinning the wheel. And our next challenger is going to be... Are we about to see a Skidoo again? We're about to see Skidoo again, taking the field, being like, hey, I might evolve late, but I've got potential. Skidoo, who are you going to be fighting, though? The arrow is spinning. Skidoo is going to fight Northeast. Okay, I think that's a Pokemon. That is Skidoo versus the Goom. Goomy might evolve late. Skidoo might evolve late, but they're about to fight. Let's go. Let's do this. Fight time. Here we go. Round number 4. Goom E, the Goomster versus Skidoo. The territory claimer are ready. Off the bat, going after so much land. Skidoo, you're being a little, like, overzealous right now. Vine Whip does decent damage. It's a critical hit, that's why. But Gooey comes out. Speed drop. That could do something, possibly. Water Gun, on the other hand, is not doing much. Goomy, you're going to have to do something better than that if you're going to want to win this fight. Goomy's faster now. Flail also does very little damage. Another crit. Skidoo, you might be slow. Oh, but your attacking is hard. Goomy goes off with another flail. Another tackle. That one is not a crit. Goomy, you are still fast compared to our boy Skidoo. You gotta do some big damage, though. And Dragon Breath might be it. 22 HP. Goomy holds on. Well, I meant Skidoo holds on well. But Goomy also holds on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This might be the final fight. Goomy uses Flail, and it gets the knockout. Look at Goomy go. That's insane. Good job, Goomy. Hey, I'm proud of you. Goomy is a threat. Maybe not right now. Maybe not in a little bit. But really, really late, Goomy is a threat. I'm just saying. Goomy won that fight, though, against all odds. And now has multiple territories. Let's see that map to see how Goomy is doing. I forgot. We have to spin the rewards wheel first before we take a look at what Goomy has, because Goomy deserves a reward for winning that. And HP is what it's going to be. Nice. Goomy's very tanky. So, hey, HP with the Tankster? That's huge. That's huge. Now, let's take a look at this map. Actually, kind of wild. Goomy's purple is expanding. The expansion of the Goom. That is exactly what it is. We've got 11 Pokemon on here. This fight is going to determine the final 10. So we need to find out who is going to spin on this wheel and who's going to be the challenger. Let's spin the wheel, though. The wheel is spinning. We could get a person who's already fought before, or we're going to get Clauncher. Oh boy, that's exciting. I've never really used a Clauncher before, so I'm excited to see how Clauncher does. But Clauncher, who are you fighting? You really can't go off to the west coast, but maybe something to the east. The arrow spins, and the arrow decides for Clauncher, and that is going to be northeast fairly well. Let's see how that lines up on the map itself. And that, unfortunately for Clauncher, I think is going to be Dedenne. Oh boy, the water type Clauncher versus the electric fairy Dedenne. Are we about to get a big threat off the board here? Or a future big threat with Clauncher? Quite possibly. But let's get into the battle to see just how it goes. Round number 5, Dedenne versus Clauncher. The fight to determine the top 10. If you guys have been enjoying this video, make sure you guys smash that like button. because that lets me know you guys want to see more Imperialism. I have plans for more. I need to know you guys want them, and if you do want them, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because how else will you see them as soon as they go live? Just saying, just saying. But let's get to the fighting. Dedenne has to get really unlucky to lose this fight. Like, straight up really unlucky. Smackdown didn't do much, and Thundershock did quite a bit. Just big damage. Dedenne fires off Nuzzle. Clauncher does live, but the paralysis is there. It could ruin the fight for Clauncher. Flail comes through. That did not do much at all. Rest in peace, Clauncher. This might do it. Dedenne, parabolic charges. It's over. The healing comes through, but it really didn't matter. Dedenne had this fight the whole time, and Dedenne has made the top 10. Let's spin this reward wheel. See, what did Dedenne win for winning this fight? The reward wheel is spinning. This could be really huge. Teach a TM. I don't know how good this could be. So there's some TMs that are really good, and Dedenne might get one. So this is another situation where the fairy Pokemon does not get their fairy, strong move. So Dedenne, you're learning Dazzling Gleam. That should be a really good boost for you, especially maybe in the late game when Goodra is just there chilling, a huge threat. But let's go. Let's take a look at the map to see our top 10, though. Here we go. Here is the map of our top 10 Pokemon. And there's been a couple close fights. There's been a couple fights where it's just been completely one-sided. Gumi is claiming a lot of lands. Dedenne claiming a couple lands. Fletchinder and Klefki too, both claiming 2 lands each. The rest of you guys might need to start being active soon, because there's 10 Pokemon left. You gotta win some fights, at least one fight to win the game. So come on, do your thing. A big note in this in-between round is Sylveon did evolve into, AV evolved into Sylveon, which, that could be strong. Hawlucha, Gumi's there. There's a couple Pokemon that are really weak to Fairy, and I don't know. Sylveon is a powerful Pokemon. Just saying, just saying. But let's spin the wheel to determine who will be the first person fighting in the top 10. Spinning the wheel to determine who our next Pokemon is going to be, and it is going to be Skrelp. Okay, someone who has not seen anything. A poison type. It does take a while before it evolves, so it still has a way. But hey, maybe it can make some work with it. Let us see who is Skrelp going to be fighting. The arrow spins, and the arrow decides Skrelp is going to go down south. That does point to something. That points to Dedenne. Skrelp versus Dedenne. Skrelp's mad. Skrelp is like, hey, you knocked out my boy Clauncher. I need my revenge. This could be better for Skrelp. The poison type could be huge. Here we go. Round number 6. We have Dedenne again, back to back. And we have Skrelp, which I totally forgot. Skrelp is a water type right now. I honestly kind of thought that it was dragon or just poison. But no, it is weak to that Volt Switch, and that did massive damage. Dedenne eats a critical hit and does not get paralyzed. I think that's it. There's no way. Dang. Rest in peace, Skrelp. You came out to avenge your friend and just got instantly bodied. Is Dedenne truly something? Holy cow. Dedenne's about to get another reward for spinning the wheel and has eliminated 2 Pokemon. If Dazzling Gleam wasn't enough, what other reward do you want, Dedenne? Dedenne is spinning the wheel, and Dedenne's reward is going to be not teach a TM again. Bro. Oh my. Dedenne is going to be strong. I'm just saying it. Getting so many TMs that are way better than your level up movesets. Oh boy. What move is it going to be? I think Dedenne's best thing it could learn is probably Grass Knot, which is a weird move. I was thinking Thunderbolt because that's more damage than Discharge. but Grass Knot kind of counterbalances its weakness. So, Dedenne, congrats. You got Grass Knot too. Oh boy, let's take a look at this map. Let's see Dedenne's expansion. Here we go. Here's the new map with Dedenne and Gumi kind of just killing the board. And hey, look, we got a couple new evolutions too. Pyroar. Pyroar now can actually be a threat. Talonflame can actually be a threat. And that's about it. We're really close to a couple other evolutions. Like, Gumi's going to evolve into Goodra. And Frogadier is about to evolve into Greninja. And this board, in a few rounds, will be set till the end. If someone wants to stop Goodra, to now might be your time. Let's spin the wheel to see who is going to fight. Here we go, spinning this wheel. There is a few Pokemon who still have yet to fight. Talonflame isn't one of them, but Talonflame, you're evolved now. Let's see who you're going to fight and who you might absolutely destroy with this new evolution. Here goes the arrow spin, and it will point, honestly, I think in the only direction Talonflame can't go. Yep. Respin this arrow, and it is going to point down south. The worst direction that Talonflame probably could have went. I mean, Pyroar would have been threatening. Vivillon would have been easy, but Frogadier might stand a chance. And if Frogadier wants to Secret Ninja, Frogadier needs to stand a chance. Let's get into the fight to see what either or could possibly do to win. But let's get into it. Here we go. Round number 7. We have Frogadier. We have Talonflame. One is fighting for their life just to survive so that they can have the opportunity to evolve into their final evolution. The other is like, hey, I'm big, I'm strong, I'm here to win. So it's gonna get close. Lick is coming through. The Flame Charge did a little bit of damage, but it did boost the speed. I mean, you don't really need that speed when you're a Talonflame that's already fast, but Frogadier lives. Smackdown! Talonflame ate that. I honestly thought that Smackdown was going to be just too much for it at all. And Talonflame Acrobatics, Frogadier, rest in peace. You never got to be a Greninja. That was quick. Honestly, with Frogadier's moves, I thought Frogadier had it in the bag. Like, Smackdown. That should have done way more, but Talonflame just ate that. Insane. Insane. Let's spin the wheel of rewards for our boy Talonflame. Spinning the wheel, and Talonflame is going to get an attack / special attack increase, whichever one is higher. Nice. Means Talonflame's going to just be even stronger than it already is. Insanity. Let's look at the map now that our poor starter is gone, and I think a couple Pokemon actually evolve. Here's the look at our map. Talonflame is now a part of the 3 that have stretched out and conquered quite a bit of land. Our Gumi boy has evolved into a Sliggoo too. And that was the only one. The other one was supposed to be Greninja, but I guess things just don't work out for some Pokemon. This map is getting insane. We really only have one evolution left, and that's in 2 rounds. And then the board is set. Unless Sliggoo gets knocked out in the next round, then it's set next round. But there's some good Pokemon. I'm surprised. I mean, Vivillon just hasn't done much to last this long, but it's lasting this long. Dedenne, that's crazy. That being a big powerhouse in the thing. But hey, let's see just exactly what one of these mons will do, and let's spin the wheel. It's spinning. We're down to 8 Pokemon left, and our thing that will be fighting. Oh boy, poor Vivillon. Surrounded by fire types, is this really the opportunity you thought was best? Let's see it. Who are you going to fight? What direction are you going to fight? The arrow spins. The arrow decides that Vivillon is going down south, which I think, unfortunate for Vivillon, is going to be right into Talonflame's newly acquired land because of Frogadier. Vivillon, you're going to have to work some magic. But let's go into the battle where big things might be able to happen. I don't know. Here we go. Round number 8. Talonflame versus poor Vivillon. Vivillon was the challenger, so I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of your fault, Vivian. You can't be going into fights like this expecting yourself to win. Talonflame leads with a flail, which doesn't do too much, but Draining Kiss on the same also really doesn't too much, but it does heal a little bit. So there is that. I really still think that this fight is going to be super one-sided. It does not matter. Talonflame quick attacks, still just a little bit of damage. You know, just a wee little bit of damage. It's kind of even right now. But as soon as Talonflame uses acrobatics, it's just over. With no items on any of these mons, acrobatics is just too strong. And, I mean, Talonflame always had the advantage in this fight. That does mean something crazy for everyone. Talonflame gets another advantage. Oh boy, let's just hope it's not something crazy like the TM. Here we go. Talonflame gets another reward that it probably doesn't need. An HP increase is going to be the award it gets. Like I said, HP defenses, late game, could be something. 7 Pokemon remain. Here's the map. Talonflame is starting to eat up the map. Like, it's like, hey, I'm the one. I want to win this thing, and you guys are going to have to get through me. You know, we got that left side of the board that hasn't done anything. Like, Hawlucha could have been a huge threat early game, but it sat there, which it still can be good, but in the position it's in a little bit of a scary spot, but we'll see. Let's spin this wheel to determine who will be fighting in this next round. Here we go. The final round of spinning before the map is fully set for the rest of it, and I swear, we almost got Talonflame again. I'm glad it's not Hawlucha. I told you you're in a rough spot right now, so you might want to be careful where you spin your arrow. Just got to be a little careful with this thing, and you are going to point that direction. I warned you, Hawlucha. That direction, Sylveon. You're going to need some good luck. Round number 9, we have Sylveon. We have Hawlucha. Oh boy, I've got a feeling that this is going to be another one-sided fight, which is unfortunate because I like Hawlucha. Hawlucha's chill. Hawlucha does bounce and avoid this hit. So Sylveon Swift isn't doing anything. Kind of a smart play if you ask me. Sylveon quick attacks. Sylveon, you should have done that last play. The bounce. Oh, that's big damage. Like, straight up. That is honestly huge damage. Hawlucha, aerial aces. Sylveon's almost down. I mean, that does do a little bit, but who knows? Can Hawlucha finish it off? Flying press. Hawlucha does it. Pulls off the unexpected W right there. Wow. I'm shocked. Even with, like, the powerful attack stat and flying moves, I really didn't think Hawlucha had a chance. But Sylveon didn't have the greatest fairy moves anyways, so I'm not sure if it would have went differently. Let's pull up the wheel to see what reward Hawlucha is going to pick up now. Hawlucha is going to get better in the category of defense. I don't know how much normal or physical attackers there are left other than Talonflame. Could be a late game thought like, hey, I might have to fight one of the best in the game. Well, here we go. Here is our map. I will say one big thing about this episode of Imperialism. Most Pokemon, well, I guess almost all of the Pokemon have attacked at least once. Pyroar, please don't be like all the others and wait until the final round. I mean, if you think that's what's best for you, then I can't stop you, but come on, join the gang, have some fun. Let's spin this wheel. Maybe Pyroar will be the one. Okay, we are spinning the wheel. We have 6 Pokemon left, so this wheel spin will determine the final 6. And we have Klefki. Welcome back to the fight, Klefki. I wanted Pyroar involved, but Not this way, I guess. Ooh, Klefki is in some danger, or in a really good position. Let's see it in the arrow to see what it really is. Arrow spins, the arrow points to Klefki's demise, right? Yeah, that's Klefki's demise. We're gonna see a Klefki versus Pyroar fight, which, thank goodness, no Pokemon is waiting to the final round by doing nothing. We're not having anyone win that way. We want to see the action. Round 10. Pyroar, the inexperienced, versus Klefki, the disadvantaged. This will be our final fight before we cut in to the top 5. And I think this is going to be quick. Pyroar, Flamethrower, almost does the trick. Klefki responds with a little bit of damage. Just a tad bit of damage, I guess. That really didn't do much. Pyro fires Fire Fang. It's over. I knew this was going to be quick. I mean, Klefki lasted longer than I thought. I honestly thought Klefki didn't really have a chance with it being more of a supportive type of prankster Pokemon. But hey, you lasted until a super effective Pokemon went against you. So Pyroar is getting a reward, and this wheel determining its reward is going to also pick defense. Okay, these Pokemon are afraid of Talonflame. This is honestly feeling like a really fair map. We've got Talonflame with 4 lands, Pyroar with 3 lands, Goodra with 3 lands, Dedenne with 3 lands, Hawlucha with 2 lands. Everyone's kind of just there, and it kind of almost makes... Not quite, because there's only 3 sections of the Kalos Pokedex, but it's kind of like that, if I'm being honest. But here we go, final 5. If your pick is still here, let me know in the comments. I'm hoping, I know someone out there, can't remember the exact commenter, but someone is cheering for Gumi because they asked for Kalos specifically for the Gumi line. I hope you're still happy. That's my favorite to win it all. But let's spin this wheel to see who might be the one fighting next. Here we go. 5 Pokemon left on the wheel. 1 Pokemon is going to get chosen here. And Pyroar already wants to get back in the action. Okay, I see you. I see you, Pyroar. We can do that. We can make it work. Let's spin the arrow, though. Here we go. It spins, and it chooses to go after. I'm pretty sure that's Goodra. That is Goodra. We're going to have a Pyroar versus Goodra map. Hey, Goodra, here's your chance. You're fully evolved. Prove yourself. Maybe try to win. Here we go. Round number 11. Goodra versus Pyroar. The final 5 Pokemon are now facing off. Unfortunately for Pyroar, I really think that this is quite possibly Goodra's battle. Pyroar is going to fire off with a Flamethrower that does not really do that much. And Goodra is going to respond with a Water Pulse. Ooh, barely hanging on, but the confusion comes through. Like I said, Goodra is too tanky. Like, straight up. There is nothing stopping Goodra just from destruction. Pyroar, can you hit? You do land a Crunch. Does very little damage. The speed drop too. Goodra's going to respond with an Acid Spray. Pyroar does live, though. The special defense harshly falls. This could get... No. Goodra's faster now. It does not matter. Goodra's a threat. I warned you guys. If you let Gumi stay on the field way too long, Goodra was going to do this. Now Goodra gets an reward. And I think if it's a TM, what's stopping Goodra from getting Flamethrower to beat all the fairy types? Or anything, really. Let's spin the reward wheel to see just what Goodra will pick up, though. Here we go. Spinning the reward wheel. Goodra, what are you about to get? We spoke it into existence. Teach a TM. Oh, geez. So, I was leaning between a few choices. Thunderbolt for Hawlucha and Talonflame. Sludge Bomb for Dedenne. But Talonflame, I think, is going to be handled by the Muddy Water. Hawlucha is just going to be a threat. I think Sludge Bomb is more important to Goodra. So we're going to teach Goodra a Sludge Bomb. Just because. Gotta make the Goodra too strong for everyone, am I right? This is it. This is our final 4 Pokemon. We have Hawlucha, 2 territories. Dedenne, 3 territories. Talonflame, 4 territories. And then the Goodra Rain, I think, is about to spread. This purplish color is just gonna ooze on to everything. I don't know if there's anything can stop it, but let's spin the wheel to see if anyone wants to challenge it. 4 Pokemon remain. 1 is going to get chosen here, and one of couldn't speak. The one that is going to be chosen is going to be Goodra. Goodra has not had enough. It's like, I'm ready. I am fully evolved. I think I can take on anything. And let's see who you're about to take on. We're spinning this arrow. Goodra, you're out for blood. You cannot go north, so let's respin it. You can really only go down south, and that down south might be... That down south looks more to be Dedenne. So you picked up the Sludge Bomb at exactly the right time. Let's get into the battle. Goodra versus Dedenne. Here we go. Round number 12. Dedenne versus currently the ruler Goodra. This could be a close fight, though. I mean, both are decently good against each other. I mean, Dedenne's fast with Super Fang. Ooh, big damage, but the speed drop, that could be huge. Goodra responds with a Muddy Water. That did a lot more damage than I was expecting. That's insane. Goodra responds again with a Muddy Water. That should do it. Dedenne is down. Dang. Goodra is fat with all the tank, but also really, really strong. Plus, you add Gooey. You hit it once, and then it starts outspeeding you, and it's getting those back-to-back big damage moves. Goodra, this might be your board to win. I think the worst thing for the last 2 Pokemon would be another TM, and thank you for them. Goodra's not getting it, but an HP increase. Maybe Goodra can last a little bit longer, if it even really needs that. Let's take a look at a map. We have our final 3 set in stone. Who are they? They are Talonflame, Hawlucha, and the ruler right now, Goodra. Hawlucha can only fight 1. Talonflame can only fight 1, but Goodra could fight either or. Let's see who is going to be the challenger. Like I said, if the challenger is either Talonflame or Hawlucha, we don't have to spin the other wheel. It is going to be Hawlucha. And Hawlucha, here's your chance. Can you prove that you are better than Goodra? The almost final round. We have 3 Pokemon left. The winner of this fight will go into the final 2. Goodra, Hawlucha. I hope that this is a good fight. But Goodra's kind of been a threat. Hawlucha starts with high jump kick. And dang, that did big damage. But the Gooey might do something. Goodra responds with Muddy Water. But Hawlucha kind of eats that. Like, honestly, really kind of eats that. Okay, here we go. Still faster. Hawlucha gets ready for the Sky Attack. I'm pretty sure this is big damage. Body Slam. Lives. No paralysis. Okay. Does Hawlucha actually win this? Sky Attack. And it does. Jeez. It's over. Goodra down. I guess one strong physical mon just absolutely wins. Dang. Hawlucha, congrats. You dethroned the ruler. You get a reward. Let's see it. I guess that HP increase for Goodra really didn't do anything. Hawlucha, you got to make this one work. You got to make this count. An attack increase. Okay. You're going to need it because your fighting moves might not do too much damage. So maybe this attack increase will help you face your last challenge, Talonflame. Say goodbye to the purple. Say hello to the red. Hawlucha is our current leader, our current ruler. But I don't think Talonflame is going to let that title go down easy or be won easily. Our final 2, after almost 13 long rounds, I think. Talonflame holding 4 lands. Not bad. But Hawlucha, who someone said was going to be an early game threat, can't count it out at the end game either. Talonflame, Hawlucha, let's get into the final fight. Here we go, the final fight of Kalos edition of our Pokemon Imperialism series. We have Hawlucha, we have Talonflame. It is about to go down. Two threats. One that just took out Goodra. Hawlucha goes after high jump kick. That still does massive damage for not being super effective, which is insane. Talonflame is going to fly away and avoid the next hit. Hawlucha, whoa, why am I looking at myself? Hawlucha goes for the aerial ace. Of course it misses. Fly powers through and oh, Hawlucha, are you still standing? Hawlucha responds with an aerial ace, 89 damage, but Talonflame is going to finish Hawlucha off with an acrobatics, and that does it. Our champion for the Kalos region is Talonflame. I'm going to say it. Talonflame really deserved this win. Talonflame pulled through at the end, had some big damage acrobatics, if I remember correctly, earlier in the video. Took down Frogadier, the starter. Talonflame did great, but that does it. Kalos Imperialism video finished. If you guys want to see more Imperialism, just let me know in the comments what you want to see. Any suggestions? We are always improving what we're doing. But until the next one, everyone, peace.